Hi everyone, welcome back and thank you so much for joining me. Today we're going to make a flavorful and delicious chicken pot pie. So let's go ahead and take a look at the spices. Today we have some ground sage, some celery salt, dried parsley, and salt and pepper as well. For the other ingredients, we've got some heavy cream, some cream of chicken soup with herbs, carrots, fresh thyme, English peas, some garlic, potatoes, pearl onions, and some chicken here that I've already pre-cooked, and we also have some homemade chicken stock. First things first, I'm going to go ahead and empty out this can of cream of chicken with herbs, and I'll add my homemade chicken stock, as well as the heavy cream and all of the spices to this mixture. Then I'll go ahead and whisk it up until everything is combined. Once that's complete, I'll go ahead and do the prep work for the rest of the pot pie, and I will chop up the carrots. You want to make sure they're chopped in even pieces so they cook evenly in the oven. I'll remove the thyme from the stem by pulling backwards on the leaves in the opposite direction they grow. That way they come off easily. And then I'll chop up the potatoes and add all three of those things to my liquid. Once that is done, I'll go ahead and add in the peas, halve the pearl onions and remove the outermost layer of skin. And then I'll go ahead and chop up the chicken because I like it in smaller pieces before I go in and shred it with a fork. Now all that's left is to mix all of the ingredients together, and I'm gonna go ahead and put them in some individual ramekins because this is how I will serve them later on. All right, on to the crust, which is super easy to make. You will need some white vinegar, salt, really cold butter, ice water, an egg, shortening, and flour. I do have a food processor, so what I'll do is add the dry ingredients and cold butter and shortening and pulse it to incorporate those ingredients before I add everything else. Now, if you don't have a food processor for this step, no worries at all. What you can do is use your fingers to work the butter through the flour. At this stage, you'll want your dough to look like coarse, wet sand with small pieces of cold butter throughout. All right, once everything is mixed well, I'll go ahead and add in the egg, vinegar, and extra cold water and pulse again to make sure everything is fully mixed. Then to a well-floured surface, I'll pull out the dough, go ahead and add some flour to my rolling pin, and I'll roll it out in a very thin sheet that's about 1/4 of an inch thick. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and use a bowl that I have in my kitchen because it's going to fit the ramekin well. So I'll use that to cut the dough into even circles. If your dough does become a little bit hard to work with because it's too warm, you can just pop it back in the fridge for a few minutes, which is what I did. So once you have your circles cut out, you can go ahead and lay the dough on top of the chicken pot pie and press down on all sides so that most of the liquid does not seep out while baking. And then the final step is to poke holes to create some escape routes for the steam so everything doesn't bubble over, and place these in the oven. These will cook at 375 degrees for about 45 minutes. That ensures enough time for all of the vegetables to cook. And then this last step is optional, but I just wanted to brush the crust with some extra butter to make it even more rich. Enjoy everyone, and I'll see you later. I'm on Pinterest and Instagram and Facebook. Find me, follow me, and stay up to date on all my latest posts. Thanks for watching.